What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today, first I'm going to show you what I invested in and then discuss why. And also discuss why I didn't tell you about what I invested in prior to today. Obviously, some people in the comment section yesterday talked about how I had some UCL cards. I got quite a few UCL cards. I don't know what they're selling for right now. I actually don't think they're like crazy expensive. There you go. Stones is at like 1.9 on bid. I got in for 1.1. So I mean, you know, I could make that 1,000 coins there. I might make. I don't think all of them are going to be coming in at 1,000 coins profit. I spent 700 coins on Foden. He is currently. Maybe all Premier League blues are like 1.7 to 2k. So maybe I'll make 1,000 coins on him too. I might make 1,000 coins per person, right? So not only would I get the investment back, but I would also get the profit per card. So I would probably generate, honestly, he's only like 1.4k. I would probably generate somewhere around on 150 odd cards or whatever it was, 130, 140 cards. I might make, let's even be conservative, say 100,000 profit plus the money back. Not great. And when I was investing in them and somebody said, somebody tried to like ruin my investment by being like, guys, I saw it on stream, he's investing in UCL cards, go get him. I was investing in them for this reason, expecting a UCL SBC, either a daily SBC or something because of Road to the Finals impacts, or just EA releasing an SBC that needed UCL cards. And because there was no reason to buy UCL cards, they were at an all-time low, which is why we went and picked so many up. The reason why I stopped investing in them is because as I was doing it, I was thinking, unless there is a specific hit for me, even a general SBC would only raise these up by 50, 60%, 100% at most. And there was better options to invest in. So I want to show you guys what I did invest in instead. And I will explain specifically why. And it comes down to consumables and specifically position modifiers. So I have bought 130 left mid to left wing cards. And I'm just going to get my spreadsheet up so I can give you guys a price of what I paid for them. So for left mid to left wing, I bought 130 of them at an average of 1,400. Some of them at 13 and 12, never sold, never for more than 1,400, an average of 1,400. I believe they're already up at 2k, 1.2 on bid, 1.8 there. So maybe they've come down. By the time you're watching this video, I anticipate that they will be way higher. I expect them to be up at like 2.5 to 3k. I bought 115 right mid to right wings for 600 coins on average. They are probably about the same by the time I'm making this video. I mean, 250 on bid, 750 on bin. You know, I've got some of them for 500, 400s, 450s and such. I suppose not even average. The maximum that I paid per card was 600 coins. And I will look to sell these for about 2,000 coins. I bought 144 left wing to left mids, or, well, I have 144. There's a couple of untradables in there. I picked these up for a maximum of 900 coins each. And right now it looks like they're also 900 coins, maybe 1,000 coins. And then last but not least, I went and picked up 146 centre mid to cams. And I bought these for 900 coins maximum, and hope to sell these on for at least 2,000 coins. And the reason why I bought these specifically is, and it was a stupid oversight from me last time, and I don't know if it's going to have the same impact. Like I might be way off the mark with it, but the reason why I bought them was because when icon swaps came out last time, like 5 weeks ago, whenever it first came out 4 weeks ago, the price of consumables banged because people are building new teams with new players, which means they need new position modifiers for chemistry, new chem styles as well, which means chem styles will probably go up. And that's where it comes from. And in terms of the left wing to left mid, with icon swaps likely coming today, I don't know if they will or not. I just, you know, this is my assumption. I might be bang off the mark. And if I am bang off the mark, then fair enough, right? But with the other tokens likely coming today, people will start picking up maybe the right cards. I don't have CDM to centre mids though. But for those that are working on that 90 Thierry Henry, converting him from a left wing to a left mid is going to be people's priority, which means as they get him, the left wing to left mid cards are likely to go up. So I spent about 520,000 coins on the consumables that I bought. I will like to make around 655,000 coins after tax, profit as well, of course. So including the investment that we made into them, we'll get around, hopefully, around 1.2 million coins after tax back. With obviously the 135,000 coins that we've already got as well. That'll put us up at like 1.3, 1.4 million. We've got some packs saved. We've got Ronaldo that we can sell. We're now in a healthy spot. And then I'll look to pick up another investment, and we'll talk about whys and wherefores afterwards again, after I sell these consumables, assuming that they go up in price. Maybe they don't. You know, maybe we're sitting here and you're watching this at 10 o'clock and you're like, lol, they've gone down or whatever. You know, the reason why I didn't tell people about what I invest in is because it creates an artificial inflation in the market. So if I was, for example, buying left wings to left mids at 900 coins, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm buying left wings to left mids because Thierry Henry is going to be available for people through icon swaps. Chem styles, position modifiers are naturally going to go up anyway. You'd have an influx of people purchasing them and artificially inflating its price like 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 coins, which case I could have just sold mine and made some profit, and then it might not have had the same impact. Like instead of buying at 900, if you're buying like 1,400 and it only goes up to 1,700, it's a waste of people's times. So what I thought to myself is I would rather invest what I invested and then tell you why I invested in it, so you can make educated guesses for yourself going forwards, right? So that's where we're at. Now, the other thing that I want to do today comes from a comment from Mayank. He says, huge fan of yours, Nep. Why don't you grind Libsud again, as you once did in a video where you completed them for 30 odd K? Is that grind dead now, or do you see more value grinding other things? I don't know what the price is at the moment. You know, you can never take Footbin too seriously. In short, the reason why I stopped was because I only did it to prove that it could be done for that cheap. I don't get too much enjoyment out of grinding League SBCs this year because you don't get the player at the end. And that even though you get a pack at the end now, and for example, let's say the Libertadores had like an 88 rated player at the end, just for example. That Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack might have a 95 rated player in, or a 93 rated player in, or a 90 rated player in. It might have better players. It might have 6 85 rated players in. You know, you might actually get more on average for it. But I loved, you know, for example, Sud and Lib. Last year, you could get 6 88 rated cards that would all link together, give you great chemistry for grinding other SBCs. You knew what you was getting. You knew you was getting an 88 rated card, or I think there was 187 rated in there. And I like that a lot. Now, because you don't know what you're getting, I don't know if it's worth it. In terms of the league price, according to Footbin, the Sudamericana is 96,000 coins. For a Prime Gold Players Pack, for the tradable packs that you get back, I don't know how much worth it is going to be. I don't know if it is going to be 96. Because I haven't done it in a while, I don't know what the actual price is going to be. And then for the Libertadores, obviously for a Jumbo Premium Gold pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold Players pack, which is a 50k pack at the end, it's only 9 segments. It's apparently 110,000 coins. Again, I don't know what the actual price is, and I don't know what the tradables are on this one either. Electrum, Silver, okay, small prime gold, Electrum, and then a couple of untradables that are decent, and a mega pack untradable that's decent. I might have a look at it again. What I was going to do today, though, guys, was have a detailed, deep look at how much the UEFA Champions League will actually cost us. Now, we have 135,000 coins right now, according to Footbin, which, again, you can't take exactly because it doesn't update players super quick. You have players in your club already, and you might be able to buy them cheaper or more expensive. But according to Footbin, it's 131,000 coins. From scratch. So I should theoretically have enough to do it. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to use the players that I invested in, and I'm going to track and mark every single player from every single squad and the price that it cost us. I'm going to track and mark how much we get back from the tradable packs, because we'll open those and sell the players off. And then we're going to have, 50, 85, 90, 130, 160, 185K's worth of packs saved up extra for Team of the Year. Now, if I can do this at a net loss of 50 to 60K, I will do it over and over and over. Once we get up to the million coins from selling the objectives, selling the consumables, I'll just grind this over and over and over and stack all those untradeable packs for Team of the Year. Yes, untradables. Yeah, we're going to have some issues with duplicates and having consumables that we can't do anything with and stuff, but it depends on how much it's going to cost. So basically, I'm going to be back at the end of each individual's team that we've done and give you guys a cost price of, well, not a cost price, an actual genuine market price of what I paid for each team. And we're going to see if it was worth it or not. So I'm going to work on first stage and I'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. We got the first team done here on the first stage. According to Footbin, this team is 16,300 coins. I believe this is the most expensive one as well, actually. Let me just go and have a look real quick. 16.3K. Oh no, the third stage is supposedly the most expensive one. But yeah, according to Footbin, this is 16,300 coins. We paid an exact price of 14,450 coins. So already we did it almost 2,000 coins cheaper, which is about 15%, maybe a little bit less, maybe 13%. So, you know, it's not a great reduction on the overall price. And I'm going to try a few different techniques. I actually bought as well. I know Suso is usually a right wing. I bought him at right mid for 950 coins, which was a bargain. There's not so many centre-backs, which is going to be a problem. And, yeah, Michelli here was 2,200 and Delhi was 3,200. And that's, you know, 5.4K of... That's basically like over 30% of the whole squad in those two players. So I want to figure out a better way for defenders. But it is a bit cheaper anyway. We get a premium election players pack for this. Now I am going to open it right now. I shouldn't do. And I'm not going to save these packs. These tradable packs from this, we're going to open to try and get coin return. Which was... What did we just get? So a premium election players pack. The reason why I'm going to open these right now is because... Well, the reason why I shouldn't open them right now is because... Headliners come into packs at 6 p.m. So we'll keep opening them after 6 p.m. and hopefully get some good stuff from headliners. The reason why I'm going to open them now is because I want to get an average price back of all of these cards. So I'm going to go and do a real quick check at the average price of each of these cards and get a value back from what we've just spent on. So I will be right back. All right, guys. So the average estimated return if I sold everything right now for its current market price would be 9,050 coins. Which would leave us about 5.5K coins short on this one. So 5.5K coin loss altogether. Golovan's actually up at about 950. There's 700 on bid. I don't know why he's so expensive, but we're going to try and squeeze more out of these than they're actually worth to lazy buyers. And this Chiquino card as well is over 1,000 coins right now. There was 800s and 850s on bid. Andre is about 650. So, you know, what I'm thinking here is... It takes me back to that person that said, if something's critically low, he'll keep it. So 850 on bid for Moisander. And again, hopefully we can get a lazy buy and get... I've got Moisander down at 1,000 coins, but if we could get 1,300 for him, obviously it'd be nice. This card is about 600 coins. But again, you know, we are just hoping for a little boost to lazy buys. If not, then so be it. Now, Goldson is about 700 coins. Again, we'll see. Maybe we get 1,000 coins on him. This guy, and this guy are all basically discard price. So we're just going to keep those for now. And this guy's about 500 coins. So we'll try and sell him on. Interestingly, Rongia is crazy expensive. He's like over 2,000 coins. I don't know why. I don't know what the cause is for him to be so expensive. I don't mind. And then Finn Bogerson coming in, 500 on bid, 850 max bin. And so I think 700-800 coins for him is a reasonable price as well. So yeah, we might be as much as 5,000 coins down on that one squad there. It's a good start to the experiment. I'm now going to go and build the second stage out. I'm going to try a different league or a different nation or something different to try and get the price of the whole team down below Footbin again. So I'm going to go and build this out and I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. For the next squad, the second stage here we've got built. I spent a grand total of 13,550 Footbin says 16,150. So another, well, that's a big savings. That is about 20% right there, about 3,000 coins off. So that's not too bad at all. I could have done this cheaper as well. Like, I was not following a Footbin solution, but looking at some leagues that they were using and stuff to see where I could get some things. Now, I managed to pick up this Tadic, for example, for 850 coins, which was a big savings, but they pop up so common. The same with this Davy Klaassen. He's actually going for about 2.5, 3K. We picked him up for 1,300 coins. We have 100 chemistry. I'm pretty sure I could basically replace someone in this team with someone else far cheaper and save maybe even another like 1,000 coins, right? However, we're going to turn this one in. So 13,550 for that. Now, the Jumbo Gold Pack is a very interesting pack because it has 24 items. So regardless of whether we get a rare gold player, which we have, regardless of whether it's a board or something special or anything along those lines, the consumables, the contracts, all of these players and everything has a value. Right, the CDM to centre mid, the left wing to left mid has good value. Some of this doesn't have any value. I'm going to go and give a real quick breakdown as to the price of this pack, and I will be right back. All right, guys. So if I were to sell this pack right now for its current market price, I would get back about 11,150. In an unfortunate set of events, none of these players are worth all that much at all. So I'm actually going to hold on to them and wait until an SBC comes out that might help their price a little bit. Cecilia 700, Savanier 750, 700 for Merit, Diallo 650, 600 for him. Iago at 850-ish might be one that's worth selling. Even then, he's not really selling at 850. Room at 500. This guy just doesn't even sell at all. We will just keep these players because they don't have a value. I assigned a 200 coin value to each of the contracts. Left wing to left mid, 1,000 coins. CDM to centre mid, 3,200 coins. But as per usual, I know we'll get around 3,500 just to a lazy buyer. Left wing to left mid, I'm actually going to keep. I didn't give any value at all to the injuries, the chem styles, or any of this stuff here. And then Gallardo is about 800 coins. So, again, a little bit of a loss per the whole team by about 2,000 coins. But it's another one of the expensive ones done. In total right now, if I just do a real quick set of totals. In total right now, Footbin suggested that we would have spent 32,450 coins. We've actually spent 28,000 coins on the nose, so we're about 4,000 coins short, about 15% or so. Maybe a bit less than that, I suppose. And the return so far is about 20,200 coins. So we're about 8,000 coins down at the moment if we sold everything at the current market price. We've obviously done 2 of the 7. What we're looking for here, though, is the total cost of negative coins for the untradeable packs and whether or not that's going to be worth it. So I'm going to go and do the 3rd stage, and I will be right back. Just before I get onto the 3rd stage, guys, interestingly enough, Footbin solutions prices have changed. And actually now the 1st stage price, and this is like 10 minutes we're talking, this isn't crazy. So I might even restructure my data to accommodate for this as the market price. Apparently it should have cost me 17,400 coins for the 1st stage. Cost me 14,450, of course. And now the 2nd stage has gone up to 18.2k. 3rd stage now 18.15. So what I'll do is probably, because it's such short, I don't know if I should do it at the time I'm actually doing this specific SBC. So now we'll put a price in of 18.15, or if I should just change it as we're going through, whether that goes up or down, I suppose. But yeah, the fact that it's gone up a bit more, it's gone up in like the last few minutes. So I don't know what to do with that, but yeah, into the 3rd stage we go. All right, guys, welcome back. I've basically used the same team here, but with one Bundesliga player extra and a different Eredivisie player. And as I kind of expected, I thought I could have done the last one a lot cheaper. I actually did this one for 13,800 coins. A little bit more expensive than the last squad that we did, but we didn't get the Tadic for like 850 like we did last time. So that was obviously a big saving. And also the prices have just gone up. We got Nubel for, what was it, like 1,200 last time? And we got Haustenberg for like 1,100 and stuff. So it's for whatever reason, something has changed in the last like 20 minutes since I started doing this. And the prices have all gone up on average like 10 or 15%. Now, as I say, according to Footbin, this should have cost us 18,150 and it cost us just under 14,000. That's a saving of 4,350 coins compared to Footbin. And is nice. A Prime Electrum Players pack for this one as well. So again, you know, we're going to be looking at what are we going to get back with regards to the value, right? Obviously, if we hit a board in Inform, something like that, it'll be super nice. A walkout would be spectacular. But I almost don't want to get that sort of stuff because I kind of want to see what the low tier price is going to be. So I'm going to go and get an average price listing for each of these players, and we're going to see how many coins we've made back from this SBC. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so the average return of this pack here is going to be about 10,100 if I sold it right now. The notable pulls is Alvaro at just over 2,000 coins. We'll see if we can get a lazy buy on him. Guilavogui is actually about 1,100 coins for some reason. I guess because of the Bundesliga League SBC that just came out, I suppose. Musonda is about 1,500 coins, which is real nice. And then the rest of it is fairly low priced. Nothing even really of any true note. So I think we're just going to hold on to this for the time being again. And it's one of those things where it's like, we'll sell things that are a good, average or better price. We'll keep cards that are critically low to either use for ourselves or sell at a better time. I'm still happy, even though we're saving these and we're going to get ourselves an average price. I am still very, very happy with that. And just to give, again, a little quick breakdown, because it's going to start getting easier and easier now, because after this that requires 11 players, we then only need 8, 6, 7, and none at all here. So it's going to get a lot cheaper as we go. Of course, we're going to stop getting coins back after the playoff and after the group stage. So we're now going to go and do the groups, the playoff. But yeah, to start with, Footbin said 50,600 for the first 3 teams. I spent 41,800. So I'm almost 20% cheaper right now. We'll do a total value check at the very end. And we've brought back about 30,300. So I'm only about 10,000 coins negative so far. And that's if we sold everything at current market price. I'm very happy with how this is going right now. Let's build the playoff squad. All right, guys, welcome back to the Road to Glory. This is an interesting one. First of all, I bought some players, I tried some stuff, and it all went a bit wrong. So I'm going to have to resell these guys. I'll sell everyone after I'm finished, though, just in case I can actually use some of these. But I bought basically everyone on the bench that you see, I purchased, and I ended up not needing / using them. What was interesting about this one is I haven't done the math on this yet, but the chemistry wouldn't have been good unless I found the players that I found. Now, I bought Vitolo, 1,100 coins at left wing. I did use a position modifier on Correa. I think they're like 800 coins for right mid to right wing, something like that. And I found a Krykowiak for 850 coins already at centre mid from a CDM. Now, that position change is expensive, but that's all I paid for him. I didn't use a position change or anything like that. So I'm going to quickly do the math. In fact, I'll show you guys whilst we go through on this one. 700 for him, 1,300 for him. 700, 1,300, 1,500 and 750. We paid 850 and 1,200. And I think this one's going to be nice and cheap, by the way. 850 and 850. 1,500. Do you know what? Let's say 2,300. Let's take the position, even though it was an untradeable position modifier for me, that one. Let's take that into consideration. And 1,100 for Vitolo. That is a total of 12,800 coins. Which, of course, according to Footbin, it should have been 15,900 coins. That is, again, another saving of over 3,000 coins. That is almost bang on 20% for that one. Gets us a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, which is quite nice. Before we go and open this Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, I want to show you guys. Now, this doesn't happen always, and it doesn't happen often. But do you remember that Brazilian left back that we got, that we listed up? This guy? Somebody accidentally binned him for 10k, which is obviously a bargain. Now, you can't say you'll get that ever or often, but that actually like genuinely brings us back 10,000 coins of what we've spent. as I say, it won't happen often. It usually happens more with contracts than anything else. But it happens. So we get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, which is obviously another 24 items. And, you know, hopefully we hit something nice. Maybe we can get a board out of one of these. No, not going to be a board out of this one. We've got one more tradable pack coming. So I'm going to go and do some quick math, get together a price for this pack, and I'll be right back. All right, and here we go, guys. So the total price back for this would have been 10,750 if, again, we sold everything right now. Some of it's like fairly cheap, but Pedro Mendes is currently about 1,200 coins. There's an 800 coin bid, and I couldn't find a bin under 20 minutes for 1,200 coins or less. Peterson here is selling for around 1,200 coins too. I guess because of Bundesliga SBC pushing his price up. Hopefully we'll obviously get a lazy buy or two. Johnston, for some reason, is selling up at about 800 coins. So I'm going to try and get rid of him as well. Let's list him at 700 and 1,000. Obviously, 200 coins counted for each of the contracts. No price for this. Centre mid to CDM is about, I think it's about 1,200 coins right now. Yeah, it is. So another 1,200 coins on that. I'm actually going to hold on to that. Finisher and Marksman, I'm not even going to try and get coins from. These two, I'm not going to try and get coins from. Lorente is about 2,000 coins right now, which is obviously very nice. This guy is worthless. He's basically discard price. And Hughes is coming in at about 750 as well. So if we can get 1,000 coins for a lazy buy, perfect. If not, 650, 750 is fine. We do get a little bit of discard coins. I'm not even going to count those. And I'm going to store the rest in the club for the time being. So after the first 4 squads that we've done that contain tradable packs, Footbin suggests we should have spent 66,500. We've actually spent 54,600, and we have returned a guaranteed minimum of 41,000 coins. Obviously, we got that 10k sale. So I'm going to go and do the 5th segment, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. We've done the group stage. Group stage is nice and easy. The official total cost price, if we were in a position where we had bought every player, would have cost me 11,650 coins. I already had Rakitic untradeable, so I didn't have to pay for him. I also had this bronze centre-back untradeable, so I didn't have to pay for him. And I had these two already in the club, so I didn't have to pay for them. But I still assigned not the cost of this specific individual player, but the cost of the cheapest player in this position in the league. And then for Rakitic, it was also just for the cheapest centre mid from La Liga as a blue, which was Rakitic. So yeah, this one should have cost us 14,000 coins according to Footbin. It did cost us, if we had to buy every single player, 11,600 coins. In terms of actual coins, it cost me 7,150. But as I said to you guys, I'm not going to put the price in as I'm going to put the price in as if we had to buy every single player from scratch. So depending on what we get out of this rare mixed players pack, it will give us the general price of, we get a board. It's a blue, which is actually quite helpful. A left back. Okay, that's like a 2k card, I think. So we're going to go ahead real quick anyway, calculate the price of all of this, and I'll be right back. All right, so the total price for all of these would be about 9,900 coins. This guy coming in at about 1,000, being a big part of it. The duplicate Garcia here coming in at about maybe 1,500. There was a 1,500 bin there that wasn't getting bought, but that was the only one, and then the next one was like 1,800. Escudero, for some reason, is up at almost 2,000 coins, which is obviously very nice. And Ismaili is also up at about 2,000 coins. The rest of what we've got here is pretty much dirt cheap. This guy is about 800, 900 coins. And the rest of it is basically dirt cheap. So we'll be able to sell this on. This guy maybe was a little bit. No, he's 350. Yeah. The rest of it was dirt cheap. This will sell when it sells. You know, we could get our coins back right now if we were that desperate for coins, which we kind of are in some regard. So for the tradable setup, guys, we have spent a total of why doesn't it give me the suggested right now? We have spent a total of, according to Footbin, 80,350 coins. we've actually spent 66,250 coins, and we have returned a guaranteed minimum, guys, of 51,000 coins. For me, that is brilliant. Let me just pop this in there. So 80,350 is what it should have cost us. 66,250 is what it did cost us, and a guaranteed minimum of 50,950. So we're down right now 16,000 coins for those first 5 squads. So which means for the next few squads, which it does get easier from this point onwards. As I said to you guys, the reason why it gets easier is because we go away from having to use so many blue cards. We can now start getting the cheap cards in. The cost price according to Footbin from now is going to be 25, 35, 37, 47, about 50,000 coins to complete the last 4 squads. I'm just going to go and complete the last 4 squads and give you the actual price, because we're not going to be opening the packs. I'm going to go and get all 4 of... Well, no, we'll do round of 16. We'll carry on like we have been. But I'm going to go and do round of 16 now. And, yeah, basically get to see what cost price this is going to be. And we'll see exactly how much it costs by the end of it, which at the moment it's looking like, if according to Footbin prices, it's looking like it's going to have cost us 66,000 coins. Yeah, bang on 66,000 coins to get all of those packs untradeable. That for me is a trade-off I would love, but if we can do it cheaper, that'd be perfect as well. So let me get into these and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. This is the squad that we put together. It cost us in total 11,750 coins. According to Footbin, it should have cost us 12,050 coins. So this was the first squad that wasn't a good value return, but we put a 25k pack into the bank, and yeah, that's literally all it is. So we're going to move into the quarterfinals now, which only requires 7 UCL players. So I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. The quarterfinals is done. We had to purchase 7 more blue cards. We've got 97 chemistry over the 95, 79 rated, bang on the nose. I went for a full La Liga squad because for whatever reason, these guys just pop up way more often than other cards. I guess they get packed more. We spent 1,000 coins on VatClick. DeMarcos is worth like 750. Araujo, even though this centre-back specifically is worth a bit more, you can get La Liga centre-backs for 600 coins, which is what I attributed both of the prices of these guys at. Limar cost us 1,100 coins. This Rodriguez card, again, 600 coins. Rakitic cost us 1,000, 1,100 for Trincao, 950 for Vitolo, and then 1,200 each for Jovic and Mariano. And that means that that costs us 10,050 coins. Whoa, nearly threw my controller away there. And according to Footbin, it should have cost me 12,250 coins. So 2 more squads to go, guys. I'm going to go and do the semi-finals, and we will be right back. All right, guys, here we go on the penultimate tab right here, which is the UEFA Champions League Common Rares of 6 and a 79 rated squad. I went with the Premier League, probably a mistake. It cost me in total 11,200 coins. Footbin Solution says 13,200 coins, so about 2,000 coins cheaper again. I think if I would have gone either, I think La Liga would have been a good league again, but I could have gone for like the Eredivisie again. I think the Eredivisie would have been good here. I reckon you could probably get this one under 10,000 coins. And so maybe we'll have to refine the leagues and the players that we specifically use. But that is the Prime Gold Players pack there, guys. So far, just for the second segment, it should have cost us 37,500. It has cost us 33,000. We're not making like major savings like we were in the first setup. But we've got one more to go now. And on this last one, it is just an 80 rated 95 chem squad with 1 Bayern or PSG player. So I'm going to go for the French league on this one because obviously the Bundesliga has just had its League SBC released. Man, words sometimes can be hard. And so, yeah, that is why we are going to go with this league right here. I'm just going to build the team first of all. I'm just going to put as many players as I've got in, and we're going to see what we've got, what we might need to purchase. I know I've got that Danilo Pereira, which is really good. I'm starting to understand now why Rongier that we packed before is maybe a little bit more expensive. In terms of like the squad itself, now we're not quite 80 rated. We don't have the chemistry, and we don't have the rare players. So we've got a little bit of a working out to do right here. Let's actually work it out. So we've got the CM can go in there. The goalkeeper can go in there. That's our 80 rated. We swap those two around and then swap those two around. That's 90 chem. So I need a left back from the league or a centre back. And then that's it done. And according to Footbin, on this one, this should be costing like 10,000 coins. And so I think we're just going to attribute the actual 10,000 coins to it, because I know you can get it for cheaper than 10,000 coins, but it won't be by much. You know, it's going to cost us around that 10, maybe 9k. So we won't even attribute the savings to those ones. So we need the 5 chem. So we need to go and get ourselves a left back from the French league. Now I can't do it on here, of course, because I'm still unassigned with the blue cards. So I need to sadly go on to the web app to get that. And then we're going to do some quick math on the total guarantees of what we got, what we spent, what's coming back, what we've got saved for it and such. So let me just go on to the French league right here. You can't see what I'm doing right now, guys, but I'm just going to buy a French league left back, basically. What are we saying? 800 coins? Oh, way cheaper. 700 coins? All right, maybe I'm thinking then it could have been less than 10,000 coins. I don't know. We use items in the club. And of course, we're replenishing some items in the club with the stuff that we're doing here. But that is going to be that for the whole setup done. Now, it took me about an hour or so. I could have done it quicker, obviously, if I wasn't... First of all, if I wasn't being super meticulous with the players that I bought. And second of all, that's not quite a high enough rating. So let's put Rongier in over your main man there. Boom, there we go. Yeah, so it wasn't quite as quick as I could have been. And I probably could have been a lot quicker if I just overspent by 100 coins here or there on a particular player. But obviously, if you overspend by 100 coins on all 11 players, you're overspending by 1,100 coins. All of a sudden, that's just terrible value, right? So, in a nutshell, let's go to the transfer list and see what sold there. Simicast that I bought for 1,300, sold for 1,500, making a little bit of profit there. In a nutshell, let me get the totals. We spent in total 100. Well, no, sorry, Footbin. According to the price of every team that I did at the time, Footbin Solution said 127,850. Right, and what does it say right now? So even the price of Footbin, as you guys know, changes as it updates. Right, we can't impact that at all. According to Footbin right now, it says 131,700 for PlayStation. Whilst we were doing it, it said 127,850. It cost us actually 109,250. 109,250. So that is a savings of 18,600 coins cheaper than what it actually said it should be, which is about 15%. 10% would have been 12,700 coins. Another 5% is about another 6,000 coins, give or take. So yes, it's about 15 or 14% cheaper than what Footbin said it was, which isn't too bad. In terms of guaranteed minimums, we are going to get back a guaranteed minimum of 50,950. 50,950. And so that means it cost us in total number of coins, in like actual total number of coins, at a maximum cost, because obviously some of those players that we got, that we stored into the club that we haven't sold yet, will sell for more. Some of them we won't sell for more, we'll just use another SBC. Some of the contracts will sell for 150, some will sell for 5k, you know, a maximum cost price, guys, of 58,300 coins. And what we've got for that as our pack returns, we won't be able to see it from there, but what we've got from that, from the pack returns, is a 50k pack, which is 12 rare golds. We got a mega pack, So a 35k pack, which is, let's say an average of like 5 rare golds, right? Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but that's on average. We got a Prime Gold Players pack, so a 45k pack, which will give us 6 rare gold. And then the quarterfinal was a rare Electrum, so a 30k pack, which is another 6 rare gold. And then last but not least, the Premium Gold pack, which is a 25k pack, which gives us 3 rare golds. So we're looking at about 24, 27, about 32 rare golds, and a total of 50, 85, 90, 120, 150, 185. Is that 185? What is it? 55, 60. Yeah, 185,000 coins worth of packs. Hey, buddy, you okay? So 185,000. Hold on, Daddy's just recording, okay? No, she's not up here. 185,000 coins worth of packs, which will include 32 rare gold cards for 58,000 coins as an absolute maximum. So is that worth it? I think so. I'll keep an eye on the prices. I might try and do it again and see if the prices are the same on the way around again. But for now, we'll be back for the 6 p.m. content, so I'll see you there. All right, guys. To end today's video, first of all, I think we're going to open... I'm not going to open lots of packs. Wait, 4 items in store. Oh, of course, these things. I think we're going to open the packs that we grinded for from that setup that we just did. So a 25k pack, a 35k pack, a 45k pack, a 30k pack, and a 50k pack. I'm going to grind it a whole bunch more, and just for the sake of headliners, just for the one time, we're gonna pop them open and go from there. Then we're gonna end off today's video with some very important discussion points about just the general. Oh, that was a tradable pack. That's not what I wanted, was it? I wish you could tell what was tradable and what was untradeable. Yeah, the community. Of course, I love you guys. I love the community. You've put me where I am at. But it's tough sometimes trying to put my point across when there is just so much abuse because I don't agree with popular opinion. And of course, the new icon swaps have come out. And with those new icon swaps, what are we doing here? Let's do the mega pack. With those new icon swaps, EA have made it considerably more challenging, as was expected. I warned people. I said to people, hey, if you guys continue this golden goal thing, Senegal. Wait, was that a walkout? Oh, no, Matip. If you guys continue, this golden goal thing, damn it, it's another tradable pack, then EA will absolutely do their best to screw everyone over the next time around. And lo and behold, EA have screwed everyone. Now there's a 60 game cap limit on getting the tokens. What else did we need? We needed a 50k and the rare Electrums. And so I want to take you through, first of all, the tweet that stemmed the constant abuse yet again. And also the kind of, oh my days, that's a horrible pack, isn't it? And also the kind of rationalizing behind my opinion on things without it being in the context of a tweet, where it's difficult sometimes in a tweet to really just kind of get your perspective or point across and give an explanation with it. So those packs that we built right there today only cost us like 50k, of course. Wasn't that great. However, I did need some items in the club for icon swaps, and so it wasn't that bad either. We'll make use of those players, I'm sure. I think Simicast is untradeable there. So to give you the context, of where this came from, we have to go to Twitter, and we have to go to a tweet where I basically got abuse before I'd even said anything. So I had tweeted about the headliners. Let me zoom this in for you guys. I tweeted about icon swaps. I tweeted about the new season. The fact that I didn't realize that there was 2 different game modes for certain icon swaps. And then Mohammed decides to abuse me because of a tweet from Matt, right? Matt tweets out, golden goals for icon swaps was actually really brilliant. This was not the right call, EA, for icon swaps. Now, whether or not you think golden goal was brilliant or not, because there is a genuine left camp and right camp for that, right? Whether or not you thought golden goal was good or not, you can't honestly sit there and say this was unexpected from EA to make it more difficult. It was very, very, very obvious they were going to make it more challenging. As I said, what I didn't understand is why, because Matt tweets about, also congratulations to Matt and Hatsy, they are having a baby, so well done to Matt. I don't understand why I started getting abuse. Not just from this guy, but tweets just started coming in blaming me for EA changing this. And so it got to a point for me personally where it was like, look, I'm just 40 minutes in, or how long was this? What time did I tweet this? However long ago it was, 50 minutes into icon swaps being released, and I was already just sick and tired of getting abused because of something EA did. Wasn't even my fault, right? I didn't agree with golden goal. We can talk about that till the cows come home, whether you did or you didn't. But it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my decision. It was just obvious EA were going to do that. EA wouldn't ever do something because of my opinion, right? It's not like I sit here and say, oh, I really don't like golden goal. So EA like, oh, guys, let's change icon swaps for Nepo. EA will always, always, always do what is in their best interests, in spite of opinions of anybody and everybody else. EA don't give a damn how icon swaps makes you feel or how it makes me feel. They don't care if 30 games of weekend league is too much for you, or if draft is too difficult, or being stuck in Division 5 sucks. They don't give a damn about you. They give a damn about them. That's it. They will do what is in their best interests at all times, right? So I think we can agree, I think any rational person would agree that my opinion on golden goal did not influence in any way EA changing this. So I said, you realize it was you guys who were actually running the golden goal setup who are the reason it's like this, right? Because if people didn't run the golden goal setup, and I know why people did, I know why some people did it. Some people did it because they didn't have the time of day to do icon swap tokens otherwise, right? And there's a whole other conversation to be had about entitlement and just wanting something for nothing. But at the end of the day, this is a video game, and I don't ever think you should miss out on something grand because of time. I don't think that people should sit there and think, okay, I've got school, work, and all these other things going on, so I'm going to miss out on the possibility of icon swaps tokens because of that. I don't think that's fair. And I wish EA would change that. But as I say, this is a game at the end of the day. But a lot of the problem is some people just feel entitled to have something like that just because, And so there is a discussion to be had there. But like I say, I don't think I want to go too deeply into levels of entitlement in a video game because it's a video game. It is supposed to be fun. However, I carried on and said, I warned people EA would make it considerably more challenging going forwards because of your actions. You guys genuinely ruined it for the entire community. Obviously, a lot of people didn't like that because they feel like golden goal was fun. And that sparks a whole other debate, right? But the reason why EA changed the way icon swaps is because of people that run golden goal. You can't argue that. That is a fact. Otherwise, EA would have left it the same if people just played the game normally, right? People didn't like the fact that I said this a lot. Like, a lot of people agree with me. Like I said, I've never, ever, 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 and I mean ever, I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been doing this for the best part of like 11 to 12 years, right? I have never, in all of my years of being a content creator, seen one community split so harshly. It's not like some people are for it, some people are against it, and there's some in the middle that don't care. There is literally I strongly like this or I strongly hate this camp and nothing in between. And I've never seen that before, right? And what's really interesting is, and I will love to jump in a call with Nick and discuss this with him, is that obviously Nick's one of my best friends, not just through this industry, just in general, right? But him and I are on completely opposite ends of the spectrum with regards to what we feel about this. And so it would make for a great discussion point, you know, even just to understand his point of view and understand his perspective, right? But like, people carry on, you know. So Tom says, F off, mate. We were enjoying FIFA for once, and now you're blaming us. I mean, I am blaming you because it is literally your fault, right? It is the fault of people that spammed that sort of stuff. It's just a fact. The same way, and you've got to be fair when like engaging in situations like this, right? The same way that it is people like me that are to blame for EA changing the League SBC system, because I grinded it so much and showed so many people how to grind it, how to make coins off of it, how to get those players at the end for relative gain. You know, EA are like, okay, we've got to change that. So whilst it's fair to say there are things in the game that have been changed because of my influence in the terms of doing something that's exploitative, exploiting it over and over, and forcing EA's hand to change it, I am part of the blame of that. It's not my sole responsibility, the same way it's not your sole responsibility as somebody who played in Golden Goal as the person that is at fault. It's not your sole responsibility. But as a community, the people that engaged in Golden Goal are the reason why it got changed, right? So it is the fault of the community that engaged in Golden Goal. Whether or not you like to hear that or not is irrelevant, right? Whether or not you can process understanding that is irrelevant. The facts of the matter are, if people didn't engage in Golden Goal, EA would not have made it this difficult this time around. That's just a fact, right? So one thing that just interests me about Tom's kind of perspective here, and a lot of people's perspective here, is that people were enjoying Golden Goal, and that's absolutely fine, right? In fact, there was a, where is it? So this guy here, I ended up having to block him because he created a brand new account that was unbelievably toxic and abusive, right? But to give you guys, I just want to read his tweet. I don't want to show his tweets or anything like that because, like, as I say, he was just, I mean, I can show you the tweet here. Shut up, you fat effing tosser. Like, this is the kind of abuse I'm getting over and over and over, right? He carries on to say, you make money from grinding the game while most of us try to enjoy it. That's a fair point. Golden Goal is the most relaxing thing in friendlies because a lot of us can't dedicate 6 hours a day to get shite rewards. To which my response is, then play Golden Goal in every single game, in every single game mode. If rewards are shite anyway, what difference does it make where you finish in champs or rivals? Play your Golden Goal in every mode for a relaxing game 24/7, bet you won't. And the reason why I feel like this towards people that are that aggressive or abusive towards me about Golden Goal is because if your primary concern when playing FIFA is having fun, which it should be because it's a video game, then and Golden Goal is what gave you the most satisfaction and the most fun out of FIFA, why would you not apply that logic to every other game mode in the game, right? A lot of the responses are, oh, in champs I'll get worst level. If I quit every time I go down, I won't finish as high as normal. But as Teston also suggests and is right in suggesting, rewards are terrible anyway. So what difference does it make if you finish silver 1 or gold 3 or elite 1? What difference does it make? As long as you're having fun. And I'm not trying to like poke at people here or anything. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter what 11 players you've got on the field. It doesn't matter where you finish with your rewards. If your primary objective is having fun, why wouldn't you apply that logic everywhere in the game? Oh, if I play Golden Goal in every game of Rivals, I'll only get rank 3. Okay, that's still some packs. You still get something. You still get a reward, which will, as we've kind of discovered, would be shite anyway, as shite as rank 1, rank 3, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. If your luck's in, it's in, right? When you're playing for packs and coins, we're playing EA's lottery system. People have to understand that. You still get your rewards, as bad as they may be, but you'd have fun whilst doing so. Why wouldn't you want to do that? So when I'm saying about play Golden Goal in every single game in every single game mode, it's not me trying to like antagonize people. I'm genuinely trying to understand. If that's what you derive fun from, why wouldn't you play it more? Why wouldn't you do it more? And then similarly, And there is a little bit of hypocrisy here from me because I hate the gameplay at times and also don't enjoy this game at times. But similarly, if this isn't your job and you don't make a living from this game and you don't get something like I guess tangible from the game, and you're playing the game and you're hating playing the game, stop playing the game, right? If Golden Goal is well fun for you in friendlies, and that's why you was doing it because it was some really cool, relaxing FIFA, and then Foot Champs is mad stressful and you hate it, stop playing it. Stop. Like, you are doing yourself. Like, I don't care about me, my views, what I have from this career or anything. When I'm literally talking now to you, looking through this camera lens or your screen, looking at me, and I'm looking at you through the camera lens. I'm literally talking to you specifically, personally. If this game does not earn you a living and it makes you angry, frustrated, unhappy, upset, if you don't have a good experience, for the sake of you, please stop playing it, because it's not worth it. The fear of missing out is not worth it. Who cares if you don't play a game for a week? You can come back the next week when you fancy a bit of FIFA, play a few games and just enjoy it. And the blame here has to go onto EA, right? Because EA have created this game where people genuinely fear missing out. Like, I know FOMO is a big thing. I know fear of missing out in general is a big thing. Oh, like if you get the COD Battle Pass and you play COD, oh, I need to make sure I get to the end of the Battle Pass. I don't want to miss out. I've done it myself, like with Fortnite. I remember when I started playing Fortnite, Season 2, there was a Season 1 skin that I couldn't get anymore. And I used to hate the fact that I couldn't get it. And so from that point onwards until about Season 5, I completed every objective. I spent loads of money on VC. I bought every skin that was half decent out of the store just because of the fear of missing out. That is a terrible, terrible kind of predatory system that gaming companies use now to get people to spend money and to get people to be engaged in their game. And it's no longer about the gameplay entirely. A lot of it is about making people think that if they don't get what's on offer on that particular time or that particular day, they will be a disadvantage or lesser because of it. But when we think about it in all honesty, think about all the things that you did get in FIFA 20 and all the things that you didn't get in FIFA 20, and think about how that impacts your life today, right now. And the answer is it doesn't impact your life today, right now at all. If you got Team of the Year Ronaldo, it doesn't impact the today. And if you didn't get Team of the Year Ronaldo, it also doesn't impact the today. So when I talk about this whole Golden Goal thing and how it's to be played in every mode, if your primary goal of playing FIFA is to have fun, then just have fun. Not on your terms because the community decided that Golden Goal was going to be done in friendlies. Just do it all the time. You got to go down, quit the game, move into the next one. We've been applying that same logic to Rivals. There was a game in Rivals that I played a couple of days ago on stream, and I went 3-0 down to this guy. He wasn't particularly a great player. He wasn't a bad player. He's in Division 1. He obviously is half decent. A few bounces had gone against me, and I was talking to the stream saying, guys, normally I'd be getting mad frustrated at the game right now, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to sit here and try and get a goal, try and get back into this game, try and get some points, right? Try and score a goal with Ronaldo, try and just enjoy the team I've got, enjoy the Red Lewandowski that we're playing with, enjoy that Tavernier that we're playing with, enjoy the Cristiano Ronaldo, try and get him to 1,000 goals. That's something I haven't done in so many FIFAs that is an objective that I would like, is getting a player to 1,000 goals. I haven't done it in such a long time. I would love to do that with this Cristiano Ronaldo, right? I'd love to get him to 1,000 goals. So I was like, guys, let's just play normal. I still end up losing the game, but I only lost it 6-5. Normally at 3-0 down, when a few things went against me, I'd get mad frustrated, I'd get triggered, I'd start being really, like, not toxic per se, but everything would be an issue. Oh, every pass would be the wrong thing. Every shot, I'd be like, how has he shot that? How has he not scored? And I wouldn't be good fun to watch, which means the viewers aren't enjoying themselves and the whole thing's a bit of a mess, right? But I decided to just take a different approach, a different mental approach to the game. I ended up losing 6-5, but I came out of that game with, like, what was that, like 600 points. And I enjoyed the goals I scored and enjoyed the gameplay. And it was a good experience because of the way I mentally approached the game rather than the way the game played itself. And I would just suggest the same sort of thing to those that think, or those that genuinely enjoyed Golden Goal. take that mentality into every aspect of FIFA. And even though your team might not be as good as the next guys, your enjoyment levels will be way better. And that is what it should be about. So this is why on a tweet, sometimes people read that tweet and think that I'm being arrogant or think that I'm trying to poke at people and suggest and tell them how to play something. It goes way deeper than that. You just can't put enough in a tweet. You know what I mean? The next person said, we're only playing it to get the icon swaps. Otherwise, we don't want to play this awful game. So then again, my response is, then why do you want icon swaps tokens to get players in your club that you'll never use? What's the point in that? And again, this is where the whole golden goal thing for me, and unless it's because you don't have enough time in your life to do it otherwise. But if you're the sort of person, and listen, with lockdown and with the way the world is right now, a lot of people have a lot of time. That's not to say that they have to spend their time on FIFA. Nobody really wants to spend 12 hours a day on any particular game, no matter how much fun you're having. I love Diablo. Diablo 3 is a game that I spent a lot of my life on. But even Diablo, after a 4 or 5 hour stint, it would be nice to have a little break and come back to it later. So I'm not suggesting for 1 second that just because you have the capability to spend 12 hours a day on FIFA, that you should spend 12 hours a day on FIFA. But if you're the sort of person that got the icon swaps tokens via golden goal because you hate playing FIFA, you have to ask yourself why you're actually caring about the icon swaps tokens in the first place, right? What difference does it make for you to get some tokens, open the pack or claim the icon for it to then just sit in your club and do nothing with it? If you hate the game to that degree that you don't want to play it, why do you even care about getting the tokens in the first place? I don't understand. I know that there will be a lot of opinions in the comment section below, and I'm genuinely curious to understand the perspective of people that hate FIFA but play it religiously. I hate aspects of FIFA. There are certain things in this game I hate, but I love so many aspects of FIFA. I absolutely love so many things that I do every day on my account, on this channel, on my main channel. I love a lot of it, right? If you're of the mindset of, I genuinely hate FIFA. For example, I can give you another example, right? PUBG was a game that I played a lot. I played with Nick, played with Toby, played with Zway. The band of brothers was formed. We even played in a competitive tournament, right? PUBG, I loved, and I spent, I think, about 15 or 18 months playing PUBG religiously, loads. When there started becoming loads of hackers in PUBG, and it ruined my gaming experience, because every time you'd get to like the final zone, you'd be getting shot through walls and through rocks and from across the map and stuff. I stopped playing it because my enjoyment levels disappeared. Even though the gameplay itself was still generally the same and the game was still generally the same, the level of hackers and cheaters on that game ruined my experience. So I was like, okay, I'm not playing this game anymore. If your same mentality with FIFA is, I really don't enjoy this game, but you still play it, you have to ask yourself why. There are so many games out there. There are so many things you can play, things you can enjoy. I don't know why people like live play on YT would spend their free time wasting their own life on a game they don't like. And it comes again, and I know there's a lot of you guys that watch that are like younger and don't really, and I don't want to patronize anyone, right, but don't really understand the importance and the value of time. But time is the most, by far, the most valuable commodity on earth, right? You can have all the money in the world, but if you die at 20, it was irrelevant. If you have no money but you live to 100, you could have so many experiences through that time that you live a thorough and enjoyable life. Whilst you may not think it as a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old or an 18-year-old that's sitting indoors doing nothing anyway, if you don't enjoy your time on FIFA, or you want to play icon swaps to not play icon swaps just to get the tokens and then not play the game, as harsh or as confusing this may be or whatever, you are literally wasting your life. And you only get one. You only get one shot. You know what I mean? As cliche as it is, you get one opportunity to live your best life. And so if playing FIFA is not you living your best life, don't put yourself through it for anyone's benefit. Don't put yourself through it because your pal next door packed headliners Bruno Fernandes, and you think if you don't pack headliners Bruno Fernandes, it's going to make you appear a certain type of way. Don't play it because your favorite content creator says, oh, if you don't get elite, then you're a terrible player, or some guy in some forum somewhere bags on you for being in Division 6. So you sit there and you think to yourself, do you know what? I'm going to persevere. I'm going to play this game until I'm blue in the face so I can get to Division 5 and prove him wrong. You are wasting your life, and it's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth the time. It's not worth the stress, and it's not worth the hassle. And so, as I say, it's very difficult because on Twitter, it's very, very hard to get that kind of level of point across in a very small characterized tweet, right? He then carried on. Jack says, because people don't have thousands to piss away on FIFA every year, I mean, this is a road to glory, right? But whatever. And it's easy to say as a man who has the easiest job to just play games, seems like you're the tosser who wants to ruin everything. And so again, I didn't want to go back down that whole, this isn't my fault. I didn't ruin this. I didn't cause EA to change icon swaps. In fact, quite the contrary. People that play gold and gold did cause it. I didn't want to go back down that route again. We've already addressed that previously. But it's just peculiar, isn't it, that if this is the easiest job just to play games, why doesn't he do it? Why doesn't anyone do it? I always love that idea, whether it be to a gaming content creator, a vlogger, or whomever it may be, a musician. Oh, it's so easy for you. You just wake up in the morning and switch your camera on and life is great. First of all, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would be rich and famous, right? Fair enough. Second of all, just because it appears easy doesn't mean it is anyway, right? This is an extremely challenging job. But also one thing that I think is very important, and again, goes back to the whole working on you kind of thing and working on me kind of thing. Just because I have the job that I have, which I understand is unbelievably privileged, right? I understand the situation I'm in. I understand where I'm at. I understand the fact that as a content creator, specifically in the pandemic over the last 12 months, I've had security because of the job that I have, and I will be ever grateful for that. If I can't say thank you enough. And I can't keep tweeting it without, or putting on Instagram without it seeming like it's just hollow words, right? If you just say to someone every day, 100 times a day, I love you, 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 I love you. Eventually, it's gonna just be in one ear and out the other, and be like, okay, yeah, you keep telling me, whatever. It's the same thing. If I continually bag on, oh guys, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. Eventually, it will lose value of me saying it. But I hope everybody here, whether you agree with me or disagree with me with the whole golden goal thing and the whole icon swaps thing, whether you agree or disagree, I hope you understand and know fully, I 100% appreciate the privileged position I'm in because of the viewership from you people that are watching at home, right? It is not lost on me. I understand how lucky I am. But to say, first of all, that it's easy is just not true. But it also doesn't take away from the fact that I still have problems, right? Sometimes it feels like I'm not allowed to have a different opinion or a problem or an issue because somebody will be like, oh, what have you got to be worried about? Or what problems have you got? There's people out there with bigger problems than you. And so sometimes, like, as a content creator, I've always found myself minimizing my own problems because of the privileged position that I'm in. And that's not good either. And, you know, we talked about it in the Road to Glory before, but this last, 3 months for me has been some of the worst 3 months of my life. No less because we play FIFA every day, right? But, you know, I've had some stuff going on with my family and behind closed doors that has put me, through the ringer, right? To the point where life is and has been extremely bad for me for a few months. And I use FIFA and gaming as my escape, and it's allowed me to kind of look at certain things like FIFA and say to myself, why am I even wasting my time on this game? And that's why I can say to you guys with some confidence, and I know why I'm wasting my time on this game, because I earn a living from it. And that's when I was thinking about why I spend so much time on FIFA and whether it's worth it or not, it is worth it for me because I'm providing for my family through this. But if you guys are just not enjoying FIFA and not enjoying Ultimate Team and not enjoying champs or rivals or whatever the hell it may be, just stop playing it for the sake of you. And this is what I said God, this is going to be a long video, but 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, when I said I'm looking at you down the camera lens, and I'm specifically talking to literally each of you as an individual person, right? For your benefit, if this game does not make you happy, please stop playing it, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it really, really isn't worth it. Jonas then says, just let it go, mate. You ain't winning the argument against the whole community. Now, first of all, I think it's fair to say that the whole community don't agree with GG. As I said before, it is two very harsh camps of I love GG and I hate GG, all right? But second of all, as I said, if I wanted to be a yes man to the community, I would have done it years ago. As always, my honest opinion is all I share, regardless if it's with or against the popular opinion. I didn't like GG, but I understood it. I warned this would happen versus icon swaps. It did, and that's it. And that is ultimately the bottom line here, is that I warned that EA would change icon swaps for the worse because of GG, and that happened, and that's factual, right? I personally didn't like GG, and here's where it gets. Here's why I'd love a conversation with Nick, right? Because of this kind of like perspective right here. I didn't like GG because I wanted to use the cards that I had spent time grinding in the friendly mode that they were designed for, right? And people would say to me, if you want to use those cards, use them in champs or rivals. But my argument would also be, if I use them in champs or rivals, I'm putting myself at a disadvantage. I don't want to do that. EA designed friendlies for the objective cards. That's where I want to use them. And so the other argument would be, well, if you want to use your objective cards, go and play with them in max chemistry or mystery ball or something. And of course, I don't get anything back from them. So I don't want to do that. I want to use them in a mode it was designed for, to put them towards earning other things back for me that I can put into my main squad for champs and rivals. And so that is the perspective of people that are trying to explain to people that don't like Golden Goal as to what you can do instead. And that's why my similar perspective would be, if you like Golden Goal so much, just go and play Mystery Ball and play by Golden Goal rules. But of course, you don't get anything from that. And similarly, if you go and play by Golden Goal rules in champs or rivals, you will not get as much as if you didn't play by Golden Goal rule in champs and rivals. And so I understand it, which is why I say that. I understand why people do it and why people use the Golden Goal rule and get through the objectives and the friendlies like that. I just don't want to do that. But it seems like for the most part, and it's not everybody, I'm not going to try and generalize here, but for the most part, people that do like Golden Goal are very much, again, and it comes down to entitlement, they're very much saying, if you don't like Golden Goal, too bad, suck it, go and do what you want elsewhere. Yet, if I say, if you do like Golden Goal, too bad, suck it, go and do your Golden Goal elsewhere, everyone's like, oh, everyone loved Golden Goal, blah. And then it's like, it's just an unbelievably hypocritical kind of opinion, right? There are some people, and Nick is one of these people, that says, if you don't want to engage in Golden Goal, that's fine. And I'm of the same opinion. If you want to engage in Golden Goal, that's fine. Just don't force that on somebody else. Don't go a goal up and then pause it and send some guy mad abuse because he didn't want to do Golden Goal. And so many times I'd go a goal down. I don't want to play Golden Goal, so I don't. I'd equalise at 1-1. They'd pause it and quit. They'd spite both people. They would spite themselves just to spite me. And that's fucking crazy. Sorry for swearing. That is crazy. That a video game has sent people this way. It genuinely hurts my brain. It genuinely hurts my brain. And so that's where I left it. And I don't even want to look at my mentions. I don't want to look at my mentions, but like my mentions are just here's the problem, right? My mentions are full of people that are either agreeing with me or people that are disagreeing with me. And the sad part about Twitter is that of the people that are disagreeing with me, a lot of them, I don't want to even say half, it's probably less than half, but a lot of people are being unbelievably toxic, abusive with their disagreements. You don't have to be. You don't have to give or when we go back to the first tweet, you know, CUNTs like NepentheZ are happy now. You just don't have to be this abusive to get your point across. Like, even though the point itself is just kind of irrelevant and instigates negativity and drama out of nowhere, you just don't have to be that rude or that abusive to make your point, right? But there it is. And just to end with end with a tweet here. Somebody said, because people are calling him names and stuff, he cannot respond to that. Come on now, like answering for me. And somebody responded that said, I don't agree with him being abused, but he should learn to accept being wrong and hold his hands up. And this is the problem. This is the level of entitlement that is the big problem here, because this guy is saying that I should learn to be wrong, but this isn't a case of right or wrong. This is a case of your opinion versus mine. There is no right or wrong. There is just your opinion versus my opinion. And this is where the entitlement is, because he thinks that because he believes in his opinion, that it's facts and anything else is incorrect information. But it's not that simple. And the best way for me to explain and describe it is, right, is if I draw this looks like the number 9, right? It is the number 9. I drew it. I therefore know it's the number 9. If you have a guy looking at this from this perspective, it looks like the number 6. But a guy looking at this from this perspective, it looks like the number 9, right? And so this guy here can say, hey, this is the number 6. And this guy here says, no, it's the number 9. This guy can't just say, you're wrong, hold your hands up and admit you're wrong, because this guy's like, no, I'm not wrong. This is the number 9. I'm looking at it. And this is the same as what we have going on here with this golden goal and not golden goal thing. Some people are looking at it from one angle saying, hey, this is what I see. This is what I have. This is my interpretation. And there's a guy at the other side going, hey, this is what I see and this is my interpretation. And both people are right. There is no wrong. But the camp of, and again, it's not everybody, it's an overgeneralization, but the camp of golden goal was great for the community, and if you disagree, you're wrong, is so strong that it's creating it's just creating a really, really toxic atmosphere in the community. And I'm not saying people that did golden goal are toxic. It is not everybody, but it is just creating this situation where everybody's hating everybody. And who are the winners in all of it? EA Sports. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. It's going to be a long video, man. Longest one in a long time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.